Hey everybody, it's Watooce here, and what I thought I'd do is, since SkySaga Alpha 10 is coming out soon, I thought I'd take you through my islands. Most of this is for me, just to see the island progressions. I've been doing this at the end of every alpha, so let's do that and do that. So that was, you've probably already seen this, my Alpha 8 island. Somewhat similar. I mean, it's pretty much been the same build, just some subtle changes from Alpha 7 to Alpha 8. I added the roof bits and I think the wood walkways rather than the stone walkways. So if we just pan around, see how the lighting effects are, especially with the new computer. So yeah, that's pretty much the way that is. I've added, this was a sign that Ashley made, so I had to add it to my island. And this was a blueprint that I picked up that was a dragon, and I messed with them. Let me shut this off. I played with the mouth a bit and added, obviously, the brazier to kind of light it up. Let's see how it looks. We're back up here. Just to add a little bit of light to it. And at night it looks really good. So then I have, in the back I have the buoy lights. At one point I tried to do it with all buoy lights to get rid of the smoke, but I had to put some of the braziers back just to add, I think it adds a little bit more. These were, I think this is one of Kikrio's blueprints, and this was something I did for the end of the alpha and didn't really do anything with it. So up there's a pickaxe that Ashley did. I think I needed to make X amount of blueprints for, it might have been, if I turn that back on, maybe if I shut it off, pretty much for that hat, the helmet, I think was a blueprint thing, so that's why I have that button. So that's pretty much my landing pad. Pretty much the same. VIP banner. Come inside. Take a look at the feature wall. So that's pretty much been running with this design. Not sure. I think the top chest there was was pretty much from my settler gear, everything like that. Cook stove, and mostly what I used this chest would have been for would be stuff to save to sell. Then we have our crafting station, a couple of forges, a couple of finishing lays, balloons, like that. The roof here. I don't know, I really never wanted to do something with this space in the center. You know, at least from like the second floor up, but just never could figure out what to do. So we have the double doors leading down to the room here, where the portal was. Really liked how this came out. I got the idea from somebody. I was on their island and they had something similar. So that would have been, that's for my forest gear. And the last one you see the gold highlights are for the mythic stuff. So it would have been weapons, armor, and mythic. Same thing here for the ice. Rest of there. And kind of messed it up on the desert, but pretty much we're doing the same thing in the jungle. So, go back upstairs. One of the other things I tried playing with is, I'll show you from here. I have an underground area. A couple of boats. I started out with the one on the left first. And I kind of wanted to push it out, but once I bought the second blueprint and built it, I decided to leave the other one there. And I did have beacons under here, but someone needed it for a build. I think Ashwin needed it for a build. So the top where those holes are were all beacons, and the bottoms were all beacons. And we had a bit of a storage. Oh good, I have extras. That might come in handy. I think I need one more of the other ones. So haven't spent much time on this island in Alpha 9. Sorry, just enjoying the kind of textures of the game with the new computer, and all my computer died in October. So I recently got a new one, and I'm pretty much running, I think, everything on high. So I'm kind of enjoying that aspect of it. Just the game looks completely different. And I am missing. I wonder if I have that recipe. So one of the things I just did is I went through a lot of my gear and sold it off. Some extra shrines, crafting stations. A lot of this thing was just storage for extra stuff, especially when from Alpha 8 to Alpha 9 a lot of you needed the crafting dust. So I just tended to save stuff, so I just put them down here. Odd outcropping. And then this was just a secondary workstation, which came in handy here and there. As you can see, stairs. But let me show you what I did with this. There's something I started, and obviously the change you can go down. Anyway, if you didn't find it, I wanted to do something on the underneath, so I made this. I don't know if you can see it. Let me do this properly. Turn this on. Take the hat off. I made it intentionally darker in here to kind of hide this little passageway. Obviously I added the wood here to follow that along, so it's just pretty much, pardon me, just leads back down in the same way on the other sides. So I was going to do something here, but since this is the bottom, that's at the bottom of the portal room, it's kind of hard to do anything with that. So that was just one of the other things that was unfinished. Oh, and since it's dark, take a look at. Unfortunately, the as far as the dragon lighting up at night, I think you can, if you move just right when you come in on the landing pad. There's where the lights popping at. Okay. You can see it. I don't know. I might have to play with that. Maybe one day. So now that, so that's the Alpha 8 island. If we go, just do that. Now, unfortunately for Alpha 9, let's say I didn't play that. I did play a little bit, but I haven't played in a couple of hours since October. And when I did get my computer, the QA had been live for a little bit. Let's turn around. Really? Let's run. So, pretty much a little bit the same. I messed around with the towers for Alpha 9, and then because of the milkstone or moonstone, whatever it's called, I went with the sort of the darker wood, the ink wood, and a little bit of inkstone just to break it up because it was really bright, really glary when the sun hit it. But somewhat the same, just without the rooftops in the center. And then I found a ship blueprint, and I changed the sails to add the skulls. Not sure why those are there, but they are. Little small room in here. That's not too bad. I guess I never got the recipe to do something on the front, but a crow's nest with the flags. And there it is. Let me turn this off. So you, if you're, can't make it out there, okay. So instead of a dragon, I found a bat. Just sort of suspended up in space. I don't know what I did. I honestly don't remember. I don't know if there was an island here and I got rid of it, but anyway, we have a bat. And I think, yeah, that's a Lumos Stone Light. It's kind of cool. I must have destroyed an island to do that. And that was just storage. So I built up the towers and had the same, somewhat the same top parts with a little, that's not working apparently. That's weird. It should be working. It's supposed to make a noise. More stone lights. Supposed to be music boxes or something in here. I guess the idea was like as a warning or an alarm. And I ran out of whatever this is, black cotton and cotton, so I couldn't finish that. So I can take you back down. Same setup. I didn't make a lower staircase, but we had the feature wall, and with the addition of Lumo stone, so I put the Lumo stone dealy there, and this is pretty much for my settler gear, and the last one is just for the, of course you can't see it, wrong one, just for the, I guess, vanity items. And I've never got a chicken hat. Same thing. Same setup with the crafting station. One of the things I did though is the front towers were actually like here, so I just moved. This was actually the front wall. Yeah, that was the front wall of the tower. So I just extended it out to give me a little bit more room for the crafting and the storage, which worked out pretty well. Kind of the same setup. Mostly it's in here, you can't see it. This was just storage, again, stuff for the city, or if I need something real quick that didn't fit in any of the other things. One of the things I did do recently, just did earlier, was I went through and got rid of a lot of the stuff because it's going to go away anyway, and just sold it and bought a couple islands. So same setup: forest, ice, desert, and jungle. Portal, and I couldn't figure out how to make this centerpiece, so I just sort of left that in there and built around it. And if I made these, or somebody gave me the idea, I may have made those, so I think that turns out. Just add something a little bit different. I like somewhat darker. I like the darker lighting in here. So I think one of the differences with Alpha 10 is there's no downstairs, which, I don't know. I'm gonna miss this. I think this was one of the, but one of the things I got used to, and I kind of like the idea of having the crafting stuff up top and then the other stuff down at the bottom. But I think one of the other things in Alpha 10 is all that stuff is going to be gone. You're going to have one crafting station. So, and that covers everything. So I think probably what I did on the QA servers, I just ran that sort of setup on there, and then just have the I guess all my storage in there. So I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, so this has just been pretty much a view of the island. Like I said, a lot of it's just, I liked having the different just storage, just different views, so I could see the progression. And like I said, it's pretty much basically the same build, and I just kind of tweak it here and there, I guess, depending on the recipes that I have and whatnot, and if I find any ideas that I like. I guess that's one of the things I like about this build, is I can kind of tinker here and there. I usually build up the towers and then decide what to do from there. So, and it usually only takes me probably a couple hours to really work on the towers. Well, I hope you like it. Yeah, this is pretty much the progress for Alpha 9, and I guess we'll see you in Alpha 10. Thanks for watching.